another level in this one.
Bledsoe looking around. Shot clock at 5. 3 from Matthews. And the Bucks miss again. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Can't hit that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The try by James. There's the dish to Davis. Kicks it out to James. If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, you've got these options. Joel Embiid, Big Cat, or Jokic in Denver. Who do you go?
There's so much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. Not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do, but his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
He just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Good on the shot.
A lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Bledsoe against LeBron. Bledsoe outside. And Bledsoe with the stop.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
On against Bledsoe. James, the pass to Howard. Back to LeBron. Fades. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Korver. The three. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Green finds James. Inside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Howard, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bucks trail by 15. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. 12 seconds left in the first half. That's a 2 from Korver. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
That's really Korver's game in a nutshell. The catch and fire mentality is what has made him such a special player in this league for a long time.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for James. And the Bucks making a change here. And so he makes both from the line. 5 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points. That about wraps it up. Time.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Out there with Ilyasova. And it's Giannis in at the point. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Passes it to Green. LeBron kicks to Green. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And last year, Chris Middleton not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, that is what he does, just deadly beyond the arc. Green is one of those guys you cannot afford to leave for a second.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They kick it out to Green. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Green. Kuzma with it. Now guarded by Middleton. On the wing, Davis. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the handshake.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled up to the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. The freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes, it's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
LeBron outside, pass to Green, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket good. Antetokounmpo's got 11 in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Green finds James. Outside for Davis. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Davis has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Lakers. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout, kind of let them catch their breath.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Bucks, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And I think for the Bucks, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
Great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 20 points for LeBron.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Antetokounmpo. He's again. The shot by Wilson, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
And Davis sends it back. And the wide open shot from Green. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with help. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Outside, Davis. Back to Green. Wide open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brett, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win.
I'd like to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
The first one falls.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard, a physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
Bledsoe outside. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, they showed effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now.
And Ilyas Sumba throws it down.
Unselfish play there by Bledsoe. Does a great job scanning, noticing somebody's open, get them the ball.
Davis surveying the floor. The pass to James. With the fadeaway. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 22 points for LeBron.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Back to Korver. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Bledsoe left side. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
1:29 left.